We've got a blind, 5 bourbons to choose from.
Hey, also keep in mind I can hear you. So.
Number 2. Right at it, right at it. Number 3. 4. How many do you think he's gonna get right? How many of 3? I'll say he gets 2 right then, if that's your bet. I think he'll get this one right and this one right. There you have it.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rocky Mountain Sav. I promised that I would give you guys a review, and I thought there's probably no better way to give you guys a review than ultimately testing it in a blind against its lesser expensive competitors. This bottle right here is probably worth about $180 to $250, just depending on where you are, what the market is. I was lucky enough to get it for about $60. I'm not going to waste any more time. I have 5 ounces of neat bourbon in front of me, starting with A right here. Ooh, this is going to be a lot of fun. So a little lighter on the nose here, but inherently really sweet there. All right, going on to B. Wow, immediately different. As I smell them, I thought I was gonna be able to guess a couple, but the smells, I'm not picking up anything yet. I'm really just trying to search for that banana in the willet pot still to try and eliminate them. I'm almost getting apple there. God, based off the nose, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if that's the willet. This smells higher proof. I mean, there is the Weller here, which is the highest proof option. Wow, and this one's just in your face with like, wow. I mean, I have absolutely no guesses. I'm probably gonna get all of these wrong. And then this is probably the least most in your face, but I mean, still, I honestly have a bad nose. I'm not really picking up anything specific in any of these yet, so let's just jump forward into tasting these bourbons. Starting with A. I definitely get that slightly fruity flavor. All right, going on to B. Wow, I don't like it. The smell is completely different. I just can't even tell you what it is about it that is so different. Yeah, I'm probably wrong, but that seems to me like it could be the Buffalo Trace. Wow, a little spicier on that one. Got quite a wild aftertaste. Can someone get me a cup of water?
H2O.
Okay, so C has a little bit more spice on the back end, and none of these are rye dominant, so I'm really curious what C is going to end up being. Oh, this is going to be so hard to rank these at the end. I just got to get some water to kind of cleanse my palate in between taste here. And of course my water is in this lovely octopus cup. Alright, so I just smelled D again. This definitely has the lightest nose out of the 4. I feel like every other one is kind of jumping at me. But at the same time, it's got a pretty sophisticated aroma. Wow. So that one was a little heavier in the mouth. It doesn't have the pronounced spice like C did, but still insanely smooth. I mean, I haven't tried E yet, but I just feel like every time I drink Blantons, that's what it feels like in the mouth. I'm lost. All right, going on to E. Wow, I thought one of these would jump out to me. All right, E has gotta be either Blanton's or Weller Full Proof. I mean, I'll be shocked if E's not one of the upper echelon options. All right, we're gonna run this back in reverse. and I'll start to give you guys some rankings here. God, everybody hates Willet pot still. Watch this be the Willet pot still. I mean, that's... Out of every sip I've had thus far, this is probably my favorite. But that's just first time around. It even leaves something on the back end. I just can't figure out what that is. Wow. I think this is the ultimate way to determine kind of what your palate is like and which bourbons are going to be your favorite whenever shopping. Woo! So much is just left on my tongue. I feel like at this point it's just not even fair. My tongue is so mixed up right now. So confused. C's gotta be the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. As far as like the spiciest note goes, C definitely has the spice in there.
Hold on.
Okay, B has caramel. I'm finding caramel here. This might give me some hints. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. I think B's Buffalo Trace. It's got caramel. It's soft in the mouth. It's got a pretty consistent flavor, but it's not like in your face like how E is. For some reason, E just kind of jumps out. It lasts longer in the mouth, but B is an extremely consistent flavor. Wow. Which one could A be? I love every single bourbon at this table. For instance, the Willet pot still gets tons of hate. I don't know why you guys hate on this. I can tell you right now, there's no bad bourbons at the table. I'll give you guys some rankings. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around anymore. Going into E, because I think this is gonna be my number one. Wow, the nose. I'll be shocked if this is one of the cheaper bottles. I mean, I'm serious, I'll be absolutely shocked. It's got such a great nose, such a sophisticated nose. That's gotta be Blanton's or Weller Full Proof. It's got to be Blanton's or Weller Full Proof. This has, it's a little thicker in the mouth. It's got the right amount of spice. I almost get some like red cherry, or I don't know if it's like a red apple, like something is drawing me towards E. I feel like it lasts longer on the tongue. It almost changes flavors depending on before and after and when you have it in your mouth. I'll definitely say that for right now, number E, letter E, is gonna be my number one at this time. All right, so the nose on B is definitely better than whatever I'm smelling on D. I don't know, it's almost like the higher proofness to it or something. I really don't know. Wow. Let's try A. I think that's Willet pot still. Wow. Okay, so B's a great contender. I'm gonna pull you aside because you might be my number two. I just gotta kind of try C to be sure. Wow, the nose on C is fantastic, dude. Watch Blanton's get 5. Watch Blanton's get 5. All right, B against C real quick because I'm liking how both of these feel. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm gonna be wrong on this, but for number E, I'm gonna put Blanton's. I don't know. D has so much proof to it. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I mean, I just like, honestly, like, just comment dumbass in the comments because it's like, I'm gonna go, I'm fucking, this is my gut feeling, dude, but. I'm gonna be fucking shocked. I probably went 0 for 5, but these are my guesses. I have absolutely no idea. All right, let's unveil them.
You went 1 for 5.
Wow. Okay, so what's E?
Weller.
E's the Weller?
Yes.
And I knew it was my favorite.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, so that's the thing. I said E would be either Weller or Blanton's. I thought it was the best I had ever had, only second to the Weller single barrel, which if you ever get the chance to try Weller single barrel, I encourage you. I mean, don't pay any price for it. I'm starting to feel a few ounces of this bourbon, I can tell you that much. I really thought that was gonna be the Blantons. And that almost means I think C might be the Blantons. What is C?
That's your 1 to 5.
Wow! This is Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. Okay, so I got one right. Okay. So, and honestly, guys, okay, E is sophisticated. It lasts a long time. And I'm gonna switch these up as we guess them. So, Blanton's, completely incorrect. It was actually the Weller Foolproof. And you can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. This one lasted a long time. It explored my mouth. I already know Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond is one of my favorites, but I did not think that it was gonna be able to beat out the Blantons. Okay, just give me a second. I might switch some things around. So 1, 2, let's try D again. I'm gonna be pissed if that's the Willet Pot Still. Dude, watch Blanton's be last. Fuck. Alright. That's my last attempt at victory here. Switching B and A, I honestly have no idea. I'm gonna be pissed off either way.
But to clarify, you're not switching out of which you think is better. You're switching at this point out of which you think is which.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, go ahead and tell me D.
Buffalo Trace.
You're joking.
I swear.
Blanton's has fallen into the 4 or 5 ballpark, which now leads me to believe that B is Blanton's.
No.
Okay, so again, just correcting things here. The $30 bottle of Buffalo Trace coming in behind the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, which leads us down to A and B. Let me just try these two again. You'd think I'd be able to tell the difference between a banana-influenced Willet Pot Still and the spiceful history of America, Blanton's. Okay, so here's the thing. If the nose was the contender, these would be switched. B and A, I don't know what they are. I mean, these are kind of just sitting here, but off the nose alone. Yeah, off the nose alone, I like B. Let me try them just to be sure. All right, you guys are gonna criticize me. I like B better than A. So, if I had to guess, I'm gonna take out A, I'm gonna move B over. I think that's the Blantons, and I think that is the Willet Pot Still. What is B?
Willet.
Wow. Wow. The nose beats Blanton's. This is crazy. I mean, if we're talking MSRP, we're talking $70 here, maybe $60. There's no way Blanton's got last. Wow, is Willet Pot Still really that good? Beat out a bottle of Blanton's. To be honest with you guys, I could go back and forth between these two. A's got a really nice spice, but B, it's super smooth and it's super fruity. And honestly, I'm not ashamed to... I'm a little bit ashamed. Okay. I mean, there you have it, folks. Blanton's comes in last. I literally read... Okay, so let's try the Buffalo Trace versus the Blanton. It's like a placebo, because I feel like when I know this is the Blanton's, it really is spicier and more delicious than D. God, I wish I could switch those. I mean, but what's done is done. Here's what takes the cake. Weller Full Proof coming in #1, Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. This is an insane bottle. It's got so much spice, so much sophistication. If I could go back, I would switch these two. And it's not because I know what they are now. This should not be last, but maybe I'm just placeboing myself. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite bourbon is. Honestly, if you haven't done a blind at your own house, if you only have 3 bourbons at your bar and one of them happens to be Pappy Van Winkle, go ahead and pour them. Have your spouse or your friend or someone create this blind for you, because this was so much fun. It's about the fact that I tried these knowing nothing, and the Buffalo Trace, it spoke to me. It was smooth, it was caramely, it was a fantastic bourbon. You guys are probably gonna hate the fact that I switched these at the last minute. That's what I did, right? I switched these based off the nose. Let me try these again. Dude, Willet's got a better nose. I'm not fucking with you guys. No. I don't change my mind. They made a damn good bourbon with Buffalo Trace. I clearly have some bourbons left on the table, and I plan on doing a fucking infinity pour. Woo! All right. Got the Blantons into the Willet pot still. Taking our mix here, going into D. Woo! Taking D, going into C. Every last drop. By the way, comment if you've ever had the last drop. I hear that's a really good bourbon. And C, you guys are probably gonna not like this. A mix of Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, Buffalo Trace, Willet Pot Still, and Blanton's here. Going into my favorite bourbon right now that I have at my bar. God, this shit's amazing. If you ever have a chance to try this, fuck! It's good. It's damn good. Gotta give it a good swirl, a little bit of aeration. Oh. It's fucking amazing. Woo! Stings on the nose a little. Alright, he's out of here. One more sip on the infinity pour. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. This is all about drinking bourbon. And if you like car videos, go ahead and subscribe to that shit too, because we love cars around here. I know what I'm thinking. And I shouldn't say it. This is drunk Jacob talking.